MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. Stay tuned for Brewers baseball next. Eric Lauer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Javier Baez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and he's taking the league by storm right now. He's punishing every mistake he sees, and we'll see if he can lose another ball over the wall again today.
In now, David Bodie. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand, and Dero, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
And they'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chris.
Striding into the box, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. And this is taken for ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk here in the top of the first.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
There's a and away for a ball. 1-0. And he doesn't get much on the swing here as this is pulled down the first base line. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Oh, and he goes down to get the fastball as this is hit well onto deep left center field. And he is going to ride this one right out of here. Home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smell blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. And it's fouled away. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Braun on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's 3-0 Chicago. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
At the plate, Brock Holt. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Brock Holt.
Here's the pitch.
No, that's low.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take on this team today?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
So here is Avisail Garcia. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Enters play here at 279. 5 homers and 31 RBIs. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Garcia stands at first with 1 out. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Bryant's got it. There's 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. So here's Albert Almora next, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been the club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts him out with 1 high and tight, ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Taylor is there, 1 away.
Batting it.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And, guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Fouled away. The 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Up with it, Navarez. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Batting 9. The pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, John Lester. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 3-0. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The second baseman, Keston.
First offering on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
2-0 now. Two balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. On deck, the always dangerous Ryan Braun. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. Here's Ryan Braun now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Lester is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind, and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, he becomes very predictable, and when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Batting 7, the right fielder.
At the plate, Tyrone Taylor. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Lester sets. Here it comes. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Contreras gathers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Here's a pop-up now. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 2.
2-0.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia has a read on it. 1 down.
The batter, number 13, second base.
Stepping into the box, David Bodie. He popped out in his first trip. Pitch on the way. Taken high and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Chris.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
Bryant is certainly known in part for power at the plate, in particular in these types of matchups against a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, because he knows that lefty can't get inside on him. What a comforting feeling you know it is as a hitter when that pitcher has nowhere to go on the inner half of the plate.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Popped up. Jerko is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Brewers nothing.
Welcome back as Milwaukee prepares for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the Brewers have been treated to a lot of production from this lineup so far this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored. So it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking with some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success. And they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
Thank you, Heidi. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Almora's got it, and there is 1 away. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. Standing in, Brock. Now the first pitch here from Lester. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This one's down to 3rd. Right to Bryant. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Settling in now, Avisail Garcia. Here comes the first pitch.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Hit hard towards center. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Now batting, catcher.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. There he goes. Hits this one hard the other way. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He obviously recognized cutter away, stayed inside it, and was able to drive it the other way.
Into the box, Keston Hiura, as he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Strike taken up in the zone. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The ballman 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
High hop, and he barehands it. This is chopped down the third baseline. Throw pulls him off the base, and everyone's going to be saved.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Brewers leave them loaded. They trail in this one 3-0. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate as we begin the top of the 4th.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Braun. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Garcia gloves it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Up next to the Cubs.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
1-1 to Schwarber. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 3-0. Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The first baseman, Jed.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball one. Hit the other way out toward right field.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyrone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyrone Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Swing and a liner. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he's not stopping. He wants 3.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed. And he adds another one heading to third for the 3-bagger.
So now to the plate, Orlando Arcia, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out and a runner on third. And another foul ball. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
The pitcher, Aaron.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And set to go is the third baseman, Brock Holt. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Now back.
Digging in to try it again, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1-0 the count. 1-0, here it is. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We played 4 full. The Cubs lead this one 3-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. Standing in, Albert Almora. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. High and deep to right center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
The batter, the center fielder.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. A ball and no strikes. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Now here it comes. In there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Pitcher, John.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Arcia trying to get there. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cubs are... Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First delivery to him on the way.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball and 2 strikes the count. Now Lester deals the 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Keston Hiura is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Line drive to center field, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. At the plate, Ryan Braun, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 5.
Digging in now, Jed Jerko. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he fouls this one off. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. One and 2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Brewers now batting, Javier Baez. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
1 ball.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Braun to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
Into the box now, David Bodie, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Braun has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. So striding forward now, Tyrone Taylor. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Hayward comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Now at the plate, Orlando Arcia singled home a run in his last time up. First offering on its way. Hit hard to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see there they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Lorenzo Cain will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hitting for the Brewers, number 6, Lorenzo.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Count even now at 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Alex Claudio is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
First baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. Claudio has seen his role change with those 1-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone is a good look.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Navarez goes to get it, makes the throw to first, 2 down.
Now back, left fielder.
Ready now, Kyle Schwarber. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Cubs to this point in the contest. And it's quickly 0-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Cubs are down in order, and it's still 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Brock Holt now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Sent on the ground out to second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The batter, the left fielder, Avisail.
So here's Avisail Garcia. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
Now batting.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Popped him up. Contreras shading to his right, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in at the plate steps Keston Huron. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Milwaukee leaves 1. Score holds. It's 3-1. Josh Hader has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71.
Ready once again, Albert Almora. In his career against this pitcher, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Grounded foul off to the right side. Set to deliver the 0-1. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Taylor moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Two very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And it's fouled away. Now the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 264 is average entering play, 11 home runs, and 22 RBIs. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Braun has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as the lead remains 3-1. Alec Mills is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 30, Alec.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Now in the box, Ryan Braun. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Mills, 28 years old. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Now batting.
The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In for strike 2. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Bryant is up with it, and that's the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 15.
Ready for another shot now. Tyrone Taylor. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down.
Ouch, that one hit him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Christian Yelich will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Yelich comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Eric Sogard will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Liner in there for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Everything done right, Dan, on both.
Third baseman.
Dan Winkler trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. The Cubs are on top 3-2. Christian Yelich is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Jake Faria enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
At the plate, David Bodie. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. Swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. So digging in now, Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Cubs are down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Striding in to start the 9th, Avisail Garcia.
No left fielder, Avisail.
Rowan Wick takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching for
Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
Number 50.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And the pitch. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. to 2-2 now.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone. Now to the plate, Omar Narvaez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that is off the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping into the box, Keston Hiura. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game. Into the box, Brian Braun. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Behind 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's
with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a flare out toward right center. Bodie ranging into the outfield, and this is down, and that should do it.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to time up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Jeremy Jeffress is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the ninth and send this one into extra innings. Now the 2-0. 2-1. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. 2-2. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Popped him up. Bryant is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
0-1 the count.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th.
Anthony Rizzo.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Count remains 2-2. And it's fouled away. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. One out, nobody on. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Nevarez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Contreras is retired, 2 down now.
The left fielder.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Fouled off. 2 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So they breeze through this half of the inning. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ben Gamble is going to come in and pinch hit here as he's the potential winning run here in the bottom half of inning number 10. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll make it to third with a triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance.
Third baseman.
Ryan Tepera, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here.
For Chicago, number 52, Ryan Tepera.
To the plate now, Brock Holt. Lifted down the line in left. And they do, in fact, let it land foul. Very smart. Winning run at third. Nobody out. Swing and a fly ball. And that should be deep enough to end it. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And the Brewers have done it. They'll walk off a winner.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 2 hits, 2 errors. They left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone, to this Memorial Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Brew Crew got 12 hits in this one as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 4-3. In the standings, the Brewers are in first place in the NL Central, while the Cubs are atop the division. The Cincinnati Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Padres 4-0. At the start of the day, the Reds sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, while the Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The San Francisco Giants grabbed 13 hits in the game as they got the win after some free baseball against the Pirates 10-9. As of today, the Pirates sit in last place in the National League Central Division, and the Giants are in last place in the NL West. The St. Louis Cardinals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. Heading into the day, the Cardinals sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, and the Diamondbacks are in 2nd place in the NL West. The Atlanta Braves totaled 11 hits as they got the best of the visiting. The Braves are in 2nd place in the NL East, while the Mets. Max Scherzer got the W while striking out 16, helping Washington get past the Marlins 2-0. He currently has the most wins in the National League. In the standings, the Nationals are in 1st place in the NL East, while the Marlins are 4th in the division. Jose Alvarez collected his first W this season, leading the Phillies past the Rockies 2-1. As of today, the Rockies sit in 4th place in the National League West, and the Phillies are in last place in the NL East. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 13 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 9-4. Heading into the day, the Dodgers sit in 1st place in the National League West Division, and the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central. The New York Yankees hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners 13-3. As of right now, the Yankees sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division, and the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they blew out the Jays 8-2. Entering the day's action, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Orioles are 3rd in the division. The Boston Red Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 3-2. In the standings, the Red Sox are in second place in the AL East, and the Astros are in third place in the AL West. The Tampa Bay Rays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-2. As of today, the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division, while the Rays sit in third place in the American League East Division. Danny Duffy grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading Kansas City past the Rangers 3-1. Heading into the day, the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, while the Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West. Nomar Mazara plated 3 runs on the day, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 8-3. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. At the start of the day, the Twins are atop the AL Central, and the White Sox are 3rd in the division. The A's put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Angels 7-3. As of right now, the A's are leading the AL West, and the Angels are at the bottom of the division. So that'll do it for today on Inside the Show. Enjoy your Memorial Day holiday, and we'll see you again tomorrow.